Let's move on to another global player. A lot of people talk about and say, wow, I'd like to own that one. That's the big blue, IBM, which is, I think, still the world's largest technology services company. But it's kind of in transition because it's been bulleting some of its businesses that manufactured servers, cash registers, and semiconductors, and all sorts of old claptrap, and trying to refocus its attention on the high-growth consulting arena, security software, and that kind of thing. So, for example, if the IEC is running a contract to, run the South African election, you'd find people like IBM in the background putting it all together. Lots of data analytics, that kind of software consulting. Market capitalization is still $132.41 billion, but it's got a PE of 10.42, which should tell you something. And that is that the market's not so excited and enamored about its current growth path. Dividend yield 3.71, which is high for a US company. Let's look at the share chart, because that will tell a story. Over 5 years, it's sort of drifting downwards into the side. So the market doesn't like its current attempt to transition itself and is tired of, quarterly reporting showing losses.
Yeah, it's a business that's really trying hard to transition itself from those big, bulky hardware things into something more service-orientated and the software component of that. I think, looking at the share price, the jury's out on if the market thinks they're going to be successful. I know Berkshire Hathaway has a big stake.
Well, talk to me about that, because Warren Buffett's got a big stake. That was like a big thing. Everybody said, well, that's a plus. But recently he's been saying he's sort of wondering about this investment.
Yeah, I mean, he's been very honest about his investments that he gets wrong recently. I don't think you can just take Berkshire's endorsement as the fact that the company will get it right. They've got massive challenges.
Because Warren is like 86 or something, so his IT skills I'm not thinking are going to be there.
That's that fair point. So look, what they are doing is they are growing profit margins, but that's based a lot on being selective on the projects that they now enter into, and a bit of cost cutting as well. How long that's going to stand them instead remains to be seen. So we're not seeing the conversion as shareholders that you'd potentially like.
Because the kind of clients you mentioned earlier, like big banks, big telcos, big government departments, they would contract with IBM because IBM is a very powerful solution provider. It can offer and can compete with the best in terms of these things. But as you say, margins are a concern. And I just feel like it's sort of lost its mojo. The market wants to see a company that grows its earnings and is excited about its future, not which is sort of constantly, talking about trying to turn the corner.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I'm going to go not hot in it. I just feel as though maybe it'll be hot later, but not right now. Your view?
No, agreed. I think market's lost a bit of patience. Down over 5 years for shareholder. Not convinced.
Yeah, okay, good. Not hot. Right.